like. So first thing that we want to do is build up the muscles right here. So how I like to do that quickly is just by making sure my knees are bent and bouncing my chest. Now I've got my chest, I'm just going up, 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 like that, letting it fall down all by itself. And then you can see that I'm talking through the whole thing so that I'm not panting to create this move. We don't want to pant to create the move because we'll hyperventilate and pass out. We don't want that to happen. So I'm going to now make that a little bit tighter and smaller. So before it was nice and big. Then you make it smaller and smaller. And as you get it smaller and smaller, you can hear my voice starting to rattle a little bit. But it bounces a little bit more and you're using more of this muscle right here. I'm hoping you can see that. It's just a small little movement there. Okay, then if you're doing the move correctly, you're going to feel this right here getting very, very tired. Good ways to practice that is when you're in your car, at a red light, bounce your chest. Or if you're at your computer, bounce your chest, like that. When you're sitting down, back supported and bottom supported too. Okay, so there's a couple ways that I have learned and been instructed on how to do flutters. The first one was to pant like a dog. And I decided that wasn't a good one, again, because you hyperventilate and pass out, and you don't want that to happen. The next person told me that she held in a laugh by stifling laughs. If you think about that, if you're laughing and like that, you feel that you're using those same muscles. So you can always do that, just kind of like stifle a laugh, just to get used to that feeling for these muscles here. The next person told me to stand up. I've got my feet in a nice pose here. Don't want to get too far away. Lift the chest up as high as you can. Inhale, and of course I can't talk while I'm doing this, but I'm going to inhale and then just pull in this muscle here. So inhale. So I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's what I'm doing in here. So I'm going to expand my rib cage as much as I can, and then just use this muscle to pull in. Okay, that makes it very hard to do because you can only hold your breath for a certain amount of time. So what I like to do is just to be able to do this move and pull that muscle in at the same time. Again, if you can see that, but that's generated from the chest bounces here. I've just made it smaller, 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 and then pretty soon it just kind of goes. In a pose, you can see that. Okay, and then go the other way. A little bit closer. So I'm just going to go up, 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 in. So as the move, the chest is going to make it smaller and smaller and smaller movement, and it's going to be generated more with the diaphragm only. I'm going to pull in, and then same with the other side, in. Okay, then you're going to say, okay, so how do we do a flutter and belly roll at the same time? Okay, well, to do that, you need to be able to flutter this muscle here, but then you also need to be able to flutter your whole abdomen. Okay, so you have to be able to push out, pull in, push out, pull in, push out, in, out, in, out, in. With just those muscles there, and then change it to just this one. So I'm going to go top, whole thing, top, and whole thing. Okay, so then once you get that going, then you have to learn how to push this one out while you're fluttering it, and pull it in while you're fluttering it. Pushing out, flutter, pulling in, flutter. Same with the bottom, pushing out and pulling in. That was a little harder to do because those are bigger muscles down there, so pushing out and pulling in. Okay, so I'm going to go push, pull, push, out, pull, in, push, out, pull, in. And I'm hoping you can see that. I can see it really well, I can feel it really well. But anyway, if you have any questions, make comments at the bottom or ask me to clarify, and I'll see what I can do. Thank you.